Hey, here we are.
Season 2, episode 2.
We're back.
Double.
Here we
Repping
are.
another very important martini. Waleski's.
All my merch. How you doing?
You know what? I'm weather confused right now. As you can see, I'm wearing I don't know if you can see, I'm wearing like a Hawaiian shirt under a big oversized sweater because I don't know. It's like 68 here maybe today, and I don't remember what that means. Like, what do you wear?
It's for anyone, all of our two listeners. It's going to be 80 in New York next week, which I also feel like is very awkward
And uncomfortable. That's too much.
Even
That's too
though
much.
I just got back from Arizona, and who knew how much I would love just the desert, like the dry heat, the warmth. It did wonders for my soul. It did wonders for my mentality, just like getting out of cold
That is
New
so
York.
shocking to me.
I know. Craig
Arizona,
hates it,
of all,
but
I mean, he does hate it. Why does he hate it?
well, candidly, it is just, it's too rich and Republican. And why are
the
people
politics? I was
not?
gonna say, is it obviously political there though?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, we stayed at the Biltmore, which is a very old money,
Hoity-toity.
yes, a very kind of fancy resort type of place. And over an Easter weekend, I think it just naturally attracted a lot of people. I don't know. I didn't mind it. I loved it. I'd go back. It has everything you can ask for. Water slides for kids. It's not annoying. Multiple pools, great food, huge room, grounds that you can run in, gorgeous
Lovely.
spa, like everything clicked all of the SPM boxes. Like great wine, great workouts, great outdoorsy. But yeah, I'd go back. I would definitely go back.
Did you
I'd go
get
back
to do
Sedona.
Grand Canyon?
No, we didn't do anything like that.
Okay.
We just stayed in the Phoenix area, and then we were plopped at this resort, and we had friends kind of staying in the area that we got to see, which was great. But I would 100% go back. I would do Sedona, which is a like sacred, magical hiking place, astrology,
Sedona's lovely.
spa,
Sedona,
yoga.
you should definitely do.
I would do it all. But we can go
And
back.
I guess
but
you
it's a great
probably
trip.
went during the correct time of year because you aren't there peak heat, miserable death, like your shoes melting on the sidewalk.
Totally. It was, I would gladly winter in Arizona, February, well, I'd say like a March, April. I would gladly do a March, April, couple of weeks, because other than that, I could not survive because it's just overwhelming. It's just overwhelmingly hot. And I have no interest in that. But
my mother-in-law was
Arizona,
recently asking about where Spencer and I would potentially move if we're going somewhere next. And it was on the heels of her heading to Florida to visit some family. And she was like, would you ever come to Florida? And we were both like, no, immediately no. And then she goes, ooh, what about Arizona? And we were like, it feels like you are barking up the wrong tree. Like, you know where we stand politically. And you're just like listing off super hot, sticky red states that like just don't sound fun to me at all.
And that's exactly kind of like Craig won't go to Florida. Like the only way he will go to Florida is if we are doing a big Disney trip, and it's like a rite of passage. And I got that, which is unfortunate because it's just so convenient from the East Coast, but it's also hot and sticky and humid. Arizona, Southwest,
drier,
hot but dry, and I went for like a pretty decently like hard run. I had no sweat on me. It was so weird. It's like it just evaporated off me. But again, I didn't mind it. I loved it. I'd go back. I went to the National Women's NCAA Women's.
You guys got last minute tickets.
It was
so
awesome.
Fun.
Get off the plane, and there's like all this commotion at the airport. Didn't realize that the game was there, but I don't say like once in a lifetime, but it's definitely like a bucket list. And it would work out perfectly.
Our girl crush.
I saw Ilona. I love her. I also love Jess Sims. Jess Sims was there, and it was great. The energy was good. It's just unfortunate that the game was a bit of a blowout. So UCLA won, which was their first win in like 25 years. I love Coach Corey Close. She's an just amazing coach and leader. And they won by 30 against South Carolina. So it wasn't a great game, but it was an amazing experience. And so glad that we got to go. So
that's awesome. Yeah, live sports in general, we've talked about this. It's whatever it is, you just get into it. It's just so contagious. The vibe, the energy, just all of the fans. It's fun.
Yeah, I loved it. I loved everything about it. So was a good Easter. We were there over Easter weekend. So I think that
Good.
was also why, like, the energy and vibe was just like the place we went to was very much like you're dressed to the nines. Like the amount of women in like 6-inch heels, full on dresses. So like, like I'm more high low. And so it
Yeah,
definitely was like,
not my vibe.
country club type of energy. But
There are
I'm
people
here
who
for
thrive in that though. That is that if that is your vibe, then by all means, recommend visiting.
fine. Absolutely.
Not my vibe. Um, I don't know if you saw all of this, but there since last time we recorded has been so much baby news, celebrity baby news, which
Tell me more. I've not been
you
tracking.
are
Tell
not
me.
as invested in this couple, admittedly, but Josh Allen and Hailey Steinfeld had their baby, a little baby girl, which is so exciting.
Okay.
And then Aubrey Plaza is
Oh,
expecting her first
interesting.
child.
How? With someone new?
Mhm. Sex, I believe. I think it was sex. Yeah, I don't
Wh-
think
Well, no,
I think
I,
it's
I
the
say it
old-fashioned way.
because her husband had a terrible
Her
death.
husband passed a little over a year ago. I think it was January 2025, and that was an episode of Good Hang that you and I both really enjoyed.
I loved
I
it.
think a lot of
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
really enjoyed. It was just such a candid conversation between Amy and Aubrey about grief and her experience. Um, and she had started dating a lesser known actor whose name I'm forgetting, but I can see his face. And they're both in their 40s, and who knows if they were trying. I don't think they've been that, candid and
It's
forthcoming about
amazing.
the news, but they are expecting, confirmed by her people. So,
Great.
love that.
Good job.
Such a nice like
Love to
light at
hear
the
it.
end of a tunnel for such a challenging year for her.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
very good baby
Amazing.
news.
Good job.
In other baby
Yeah.
news,
Mhm. Mhm.
I read something that I logically makes sense, but I didn't ever actually think about it. Middle children are going extinct because fewer families are having two or more or babies, or having three, or having four. So many
This makes
people are now
sense.
having just one or two if they're really pushing it, babies. So middle children are going extinct. We're like a rare breed. Me and Harry, my middle one, like we're a rare breed now.
Well, on top of that, I also believe I saw your TikTok about how, well, only clearly
Oh,
wealthy and rich people have 3
yes.
kids, so you are in great company. Like, tell me your
Yes.
secrets. Do you go to the
Yes.
Biltmore? You must.
No, and my husband actually mentioned that to me. He said he saw something about how only wealthy people have more than 2 kids, and I was like, "I get that because it means you need to have, like, the home and the space and the be able to afford it," but I was like, "That's not why we did it." Like, we did it just
Is
because we're
that a
like,
thing, though?
I
Like, is
think
that, like no, because I would actually argue I don't know, my experience has been, like, the opposite, meaning, like, maybe it's also generational. Because like, my mom was one of 6 no, sorry, one of 5, and they were, like, dirt like, came from nothing. My dad was one
yeah.
of 4. Like, I don't know. I guess I don't know.
I think it's nowadays. Nowadays,
Yeah,
if you have
yeah,
more than 2
which makes
kids, it's
sense.
like,
I
"Oh,
mean,
wow, you must be rich, rich," when, like I mean, we're not rich, rich. We're poor, poor because we spent all of our money making these babies via IVF. So like,
you're
there's
rich in love.
more. Yeah,
Yeah,
we are rich
yeah,
in
yeah,
other
yeah,
ways. There's more
yeah.
to every story. But I thought that was fascinating. Middle
Crazy,
children
but
going
also
extinct.
my New York Times notification push this morning was how the national fertility rate or sorry, I don't think it was fertility. I think it was like the birth rate has dropped, but that was due because there's been less teen pregnancy. And I didn't double click into like why there's less teen pregnancy. If they're just they're being safer, there's more education, maybe they're just scared
Or
because they
because
can't get
abortion is less
abortions.
available now. Yeah.
Um, but that was kind of something that came up. But other than that, I feel like the only positive news aside from the happy pregnancy baby news of celebrities has been NASA.
The
I've been
moon, the everything about Artemis is just an emotional roller coaster.
I've seen so much great, happy, positive content about how it's competency porn because it feels so good to see smart people who are competent accomplishing hard tasks. That is so rare these days because we're so used to people just like floundering around and just being literally incompetent on hard things. And everything about this mission has been like, I'm here for the quotes, I'm here for all of the commentary, like,
Just
it's
even the fact
amazing.
that this is a widely publicized something that regardless of where you are in your own, mental capacity, your own education, everyone understands that this is a huge feat. Like the basic mathematics required to figure out how to launch a spaceship around a moving target from a moving target,
Yeah, I
get it
know.
to whiplash around and come back, like,
I
and
hope
they
people
used to do all
care.
that math by hand. They used to just be like,
Yeah.
"Hold on a minute, carry the one." Like, it's it's so impressive.
But here's like my devil's no, like I hope people care because like I care, you care, in my niche little social nook that I'm in, they care because it's like the NPRs of the world, the good news is of the like, it's and it's like, is it just popular in our
I
social
don't
at
think
our
so. I
social
think
net?
it's something
Okay.
that's universally extraordinary because even if you're
But
not
people in Europe
nerding
probably
the
don't care. But
math,
people in Europe don't care. People in China don't care. It's
people
like
in Russia are probably pissed because they wanna go. Isn't there always, like, a competition between the Russians and the
I
American
mean,
or just
the
for across everything?
Russians do not like us for many reasons, but
Yes,
I feel like is
obviously.
this also just like a North American thing? 'Cause it's like Canadian. Sorry, I'm not trying to downplay the amazingness
I don't
of
know. No,
NASA and the news. I
that
just
is a good
hope that
question. Like, are
it's
other
felt.
countries as excited about Artemis, or is it just something that we're really proud of our country and it's like an all-American thing? I don't know. That's a good question.
I think it's mostly the latter. I think we're really into it 'cause it's North America. Like I don't know. Again, it's
But
amazing. I don't want
I
to
do
downplay it.
think
It's
it's
amazing.
something that's universally exciting because even if you're not nerding out about the math and the engineering and the cool stories about, how much it took them to get there, or even the fact that like the mythology behind the naming of Artemis and Apollo, which I won't nerd out and get into, but if you haven't gone into it, like worth diving into. It's wonderful. There's the humanity stories of, the naming of a crater after his late
Oh
wife,
yeah. Oh my
of
gosh. I said that
the
too. It's like
and
at
he
a
didn't
glass
even
of
know that was
wine. I'm
gonna
like, oh,
happen. He didn't know. His team planned it without him even knowing. Like,
I know. It's so
those,
beautiful.
like, humanity stories, like, there's so much for everyone to get excited about and get
And
involved in.
what's I forget what the one, female astronaut well, not the one yeah, I think she's the one female astronaut, she had this amazing quote, it was about, basically, it's just like, after all of this, like, we still choose Earth, which means, like, we're still choosing her humanity, we're still choosing to be here, and, like, it was a whole analysis on how purposeful they've been in terms of their communication and how they're using certain words to kind of unite people, but also, like, they all took, like, hardcore photography lessons, and there's a whole movement about how the arts need to be incorporated into STEM, it should be STEAM, and I love it. I'm here for it. That's, like, my highlight of the week is all things NASA. It's been, like, amazing and
There's
fun.
literally so I'm working on a content calendar for a social media client, and I am working in a photo of Earth from Artemis for Earth Day because I was like, "This is, like, everyone enjoys this. This is so
Oh, yeah.
cool."
And then Earth Day is what, next week-ish?
420, 420, 422. It's coming up.
4/22.
Yeah,
I don't know how I
420 is the other
remember that
green
other
stuff.
thing.
Also, I completely blanked on this celebrity slash NASA overlap baby news. Our dear Kellie Gerardi had her IVF miracle baby, her rainbow baby.
I wish I remember who that is.
She's the astronaut woman who was like
Oh,
posting very
yes, yes,
publicly about her
yes,
journey
yes.
through IVF, and she lost a baby and then kept posting about it. She had her baby. I the name is Maxine Quinn, which I only remember because Max
Hmm,
Q is some sort of space term for, like, the force needed to get the rocket off the ground or something. That is not the actual
that's
thing,
awesome,
but she specifically named her daughter Max Q after a space term that it's,
awesome.
like, the coolest, like, literal space baby. So
Yes,
exciting to see her have, again, another just a light at the end of a tunnel of a hard year that she had gone through very publicly. These
love
are the
it.
stories I'm invested in, people who are, like,
Yeah,
finding hope at the end of these
me
hard
too.
things,
I've
which is
been,
great.
yeah. I mean, just it's all yeah, so that's your social scroll is all of
No,
that
here
content?
my things I saw on social this week. So that was
Okay.
all just like random blips here and there. Things I saw on social this week. I did not know. I learned that 80% of organ donor recipients are men and 80% of organ donors are women.
Hmm, what does that say?
That
Um,
men need
are
organs but don't
stingy?
want to give them up. And
That sounds about right.
again, women are carrying the world and solving all problems. I feel like there should be I am an organ donor. Um, and I feel knowing that stat now, I'm like, should there be a stipulation where it's like you can't be an organ recipient
S
unless you are also an organ donor?
I mean, That's not yeah, I don't know. That I mean, that's a
I
good
mean, of course, there are probably some
recommendation.
medical reasons why some people aren't organ donors, like, their organs are all
Sure,
failing, so they don't wanna be an
sure,
organ donor,
sure,
who
sure,
knows, but
sure. Or you have chronic illnesses, sure. Yes,
but if there's some people
that's
who
a
are
filter.
like,
Yes.
"No, these are my organs, I'm not giving them to someone else when I die," but, "Oh, no, my kidney failed, can I have yours?" Like, "Hey, let's
I
chat about
mean,
that.
I would
Let's let's
I am
let's
a
discuss."
glad, proud organ donor. I'd Selena Gomez you, and I'd give you my kidney.
I would give away any kidney. Who wants one? Like, if you guys need kidneys, let us know. We have willing kidneys.
I mean,
We're we've got extras over here. I'm O positive is my blood type. I don't know what else you need to match, but
isn't that so sad? I can't tell you my blood type. That's embarrassing. I
you know
should
what's
know
so
this after
sad? I can't tell you one of my children's. I know 2 of them.
I couldn't tell you Max's. I also didn't know his social security number. I'm, like, so out of the loop. I told Craig, I'm like, "You have to get all of our shit in order because if anything happens to you, like, I'm gonna be lost." I'm like, "Passwords, finance,
All of those
like,
things
what's going
there's
on?"
so many things. Yesterday Spencer said to me, he said, "Hey, just a heads up, don't turn on our AC. I know it's getting warmer, but we can't turn on our AC until the HVAC guy comes and turns it on." And I was like, uh, was I supposed to, like, thank you for telling me that. How am I supposed to know these things? Like, how did you
'Cause,
know
like,
that?
what would
He's never
but, like,
owned
what
a
would
house
happen?
before. I don't even know. But like, how does he know these things? This is his first time owning a house as well. And that is just information he has. Is it like his
Well, that's
algorithm is
yeah,
feeding it to him?
yeah, I mean, that's something that Spencer would know,
I
obviously.
hear a slight interruption coming up the stairs. Ratatouille has not kept our attention.
Oh, hi, little
Hey, bud,
bud.
bud. How can I help
Is it my
you? It's
bud
your
bud?
little man, yeah.
Oh, my little bud bud. Hi, little bud bud.
Who is that girl? That's Aunt Stefany. Can you see her? She got her hat
Oh,
on. What's her boy's name?
Yeah.
Max.
Should we math too?
I think Max is probably at school. You wanna go finish your movie?
Um, oh, someone sitting with me.
You know what? I will come sit with you in a little bit. I can't wait. We can snuggle under the blanket, okay?
Yeah, but I'm by myself.
I know, big guy. That's because mama is working and dada's working. I'll be right down there, okay? I love you so much. Bye, big guy.
such a good bud bud. What's her big boy's name?
He
What
was
is her
doing
big
that.
boy's name?
Thank you for closing my door. That's really kind of you. He was doing that when we visited our family for Easter. We went to visit my sister and her husband and their 3 kids. And he kept, for some reason, forgetting his uncle's name. And so he kept going, "What's the big guy's name?" We were like, "Mason?" He was like, "Oh, yeah, Uncle Mason." Like, what?
That's so
Just a
cute.
lot of names for a little brain, but still
Hmm.
standing outside my door watching me.
But it's great.
Ratatouille's doing the
Really.
best it can. That's what we picked, and
You know what else I thought about, while our little Harry was talking was how, um so another thing going back to how when they look at the moon has all these craters, right? Because the moon is protecting the Earth, and all the craters are basically, it's drawing all of the meteors and rocks. So the Earth, so Moon Mother,
insane.
this woman is protecting Earth basically
Yeah.
from all. It's like it's her scars, it's her stretch marks, and it goes back even into the lore of, in all these like ancient traditions and cultures, how the moon is depicted as this female woman and protector. And it's just like the world is feminine and energy, and, like, I'm, like, getting back into, like, my whole, I don't know, divine feminine energy, but, like,
Ugh.
truly, it is
It
Mother
feels
Earth and
so
everything.
powerful to be a woman sometimes, where you're like, "What?" And then other times, like, now I have an almost 4-month-old, and I keep getting targeted with things like, "Make sure there's no hair near him. It's gonna wrap around his penis or his finger or his toe. He'll lose a limb." And then also at the same time, like, my hair is
What?
falling out, like, crazy. I'm like, "What do you what?" I'm trying to be the best I can be, but
I
you're
don't
not
know.
really helping me. Like, you guys set us up
I
to
mean,
not be in the best position.
we are so powerful that men figured this out very early on, and they got so scared and nervous that they quickly started to feel like, "Okay, how do we
Keep them down.
control how do we control this?" And from
Mhm.
then on, it's just been,
Us trying to fight our way back
patriarchy,
up. My goodness.
but that's
They
my
can keep
mentality now.
trying, but here we are. And it's also just so refreshing that we both have found men and are raising men who aren't of
Hmm.
that vein. It's amazing. I mean, I hope I have, I think 6 or 5 more boy embryos. Maybe I should just have them all so we can keep raising good men.
Keep doing it.
Good men and powerful women.
What else is in your I have, like, nothing else good that I saw on social. I'm all NASA. That's my whole thing
That's
is
not a
NASA.
bad thing, as you should be. Like, people went to the moon. That's
And
insane.
then sad Britney Spears. I mean, it just poor girl. I feel like she just continues to just
Be
need help.
something.
I guess it's also been honestly some like bad slug news. Like her, did we talk about Tiger Woods last time? Like
We talked
Tiger,
about him dating Lindsey Vonn, but we did not talk about him flipping a car and somehow not getting a scratch
it's
on
just
it.
like you have drivers
And
for this.
called
Like
the
clearly he's
president after it
well,
happened.
yes, that was I mean, that was insane. Like
Like,
not surprising, but
if
okay.
you're looking
No.
for a red flag in the dating world, anyone who has the president's personal phone number in their cell phone is probably a red flag.
Yeah, no bueno. No bueno.
My
So
goodness.
what's going on for the weekend? What else?
It is our last weekend before camp starts. So this is our first
Camp?
which yeah, I know. Our summer camp is starting in
Camp?
April. School doesn't end until June, but our summer camp starts in April, which I kind of like because then it just goes April through July. So then like end
I've
of
never
July and
heard of
August, we
this.
don't have any scheduling
So
issues. We can just
what after school the kids go to camp?
it's a weekend camp. It's a Saturday morning camp. And I'm very excited about it because it is multi-sport. And this is the first time either of our kids are doing like an extracurricular. We've done swim lessons. We have, we play dates, play with friends, but like an actual specific sport because I've been hesitant to get them into anything. Cause I'm like a commitment to a full dance class is going to be a lot. What if she only wants to do one and not excited about it, or a full soccer league or something? So this is a camp that does track and field, t-ball, lacrosse, and soccer. So they get to try
Well,
4 different sports, great
yeah.
sports, nice range. And I'm excited. And they both get to do it. It's both their age groups.
I mean, I love that it's also on the weekend. So
Yeah, Saturday mornings.
Saturday officially starts Coach Steph for the U8 soccer team.
Wow. Okay.
I know. I have to get ready. But yeah, that's gonna be my big weekend is U8 soccer. Gonna get the kids ready.
Great.
Yeah.
Heading for the championship this year?
Always, yeah. I mean, I have to kinda, like, dial it in, but honestly, I feel like I'm actually a very, very lax coach. Like, we have other coaches that show up and they are, like, on, they have their practice schedules done, they have all these drills. I'm just kinda like, I show up and I figure it out 5 minutes before, like, what are we gonna do? I mean, these
Yeah.
kids are 7 and 8 years old, like,
Do they take
you
it
get
seriously, the kids, or are they just having fun?
they're starting to. I think finally this might be the first season where they're not, like, just picking flowers and, butterflies, but every season there's, like, kids who have never played before, so you're starting from scratch. This is not elite soccer. This is, like,
Can I,
AYSO.
speaking of elite soccer, so one of the things that happened over our break between seasons was I got to see Messi play
Oh,
soccer.
yes.
We saw Messi play the New York Football Club, and it was so much fun. It was at Yankee Stadium, beautiful day. It was like an overcast, rainy day, and then we got to the game, and it suddenly like the skies opened up, and it was sunny and beautiful. And I was not that impressed by him. Like the bar was set really high, but like he looked like me when I was like 15 and would just wait by the goal for someone to pass me the ball and then try to score. And obviously, I'm belittling Messi as a talent. Like anytime he touched the ball, it was electric. But when he wasn't touching the ball, he just kind of like stood there
Hung
and was
out,
just
yeah,
like,
and
which I
chill.
get. That's the point. It's the whole team. He's just like, he's a forward. He's supposed to be up front, like trying to score goals.
Did
But
they win? Like, was a game of play actually competitive and good, or
I was
did
more
Miami
impressed by New York's team as a whole than I was by watching Messi. It
but
was
did
so
Miami,
much
like, kill
fun.
New York?
No,
But,
no, no,
like,
no. It
was the
was three
game
to three to
actually
two.
competitive?
3-2.
Okay, okay.
It was a great game. Miami won 3-2, if I'm remembering correctly. It was a really, really good game. And there was a Messi goal that I got to see, which was fantastic. It was a penalty kick, so it wasn't like anything magical. It wasn't like crazy footwork and all this fun
Yeah,
stuff. And then it was just like plopped in. But it
yeah,
was very
yeah.
much just like, okay, like every once in a while he'd get like a breakaway and do some cool stuff, which I guess like maybe in
I
my
think
head
it
I'm like, I
depends.
just needed to watch him warming up or something, maybe doing fun, cool tricks. I don't know what the expectation was that I was so disappointed by the experience. I
I
wasn't
mean,
disappointed. That's not fair.
I haven't seen him play. I have not been to I've literally never been to an MLS game in my life. So I like
So
interesting
fun.
like I can't. But, you know, I don't know, like I watch all of Premier League on TV and I feel like it's relaxing and beautiful and it's I don't know, like the game of soccer at that level has a little bit of like a different like rhythm to it. I feel like we're trained to have these like hardcore intense like football or basketball, and like
Absolutely.
soccer is just not doesn't have that type of, it can have that pacing, but like it's more of a dance, and like ballet of soccer than it is of
Yeah.
like
It's
aggression.
more artistic.
So
It also
yeah,
I had such
yeah.
an appreciation for the athleticism. The amount that they're running just the full length of the field back and forth, like, man, they just go nonstop. It was fun. I definitely wanna
Um,
watch more soccer. Like, it was a lot of fun. I was surprised by that because I'm a football fan. I love watching football where things are happening. People are slamming into each other. It's just, like, nonstop action, and it was a very different experience, but I loved it.
Great. Sign me up. Um, what else? Yeah.
Murphy, did
I
you have
think
something
that
to say?
is that Mr. Murphy.
Did you have something to say?
Yeah.
Tennessee just passed a law that I found very interesting. I'm gonna pull up my notes because I wanna make sure I get this right.
Okay.
It is a law that bans parents from making money off of videos featuring children under the age of 14. So all of the, like, influencer
Okay.
families who are
Sure.
living in
Sure.
Tennessee have now
Sure.
sold their homes and are moving to other states because they can't make money off of their kids anymore. Or
Okay.
if they do post a video in Tennessee, it's a $2,000 penalty. The other stipulation is that if their kids are between, I think, 14 and 17 yeah, 14 and 17, and they feature them with their consent in a film or in content, then the kids get a cut of the earnings put into a fund that they can access when they turn 18.
I don't disagree with that.
I
I
don't
think that's
either.
actually a very smart, I think, because
It
all of
should
that
be something in
content,
every state. I love it.
yeah, I mean, it perpetuates everything that has to do with all the negative, like children content on social in general, but it also protects them. They can decide what they want to do when they get older. I'm here for it. I think that's smart. And I'm
I love
sure
it. I
they'll
want it
probably
to
go
happen in
to,
every state, but I'm laughing because there are literally people who follow a lot of these family influencers closely have reported that they've already seen houses
are they
go
moving
for
to
sale.
Florida or Arizona?
I think
Oh,
California probably, which is probably
oh,
not a smart move
interesting.
because I feel like California would be close behind in passing a law like that.
Yeah, I thought that they would, but
Or
maybe
maybe not
Hollywood
because there's so
Entertainment?
much film and movie and TV happening, it's hard for them to regulate. I don't know.
Great. Um, well, cool, man.
I know, those are all my notes. That's what I covered. There was a lot on socials that I flipped through. There was a lot going on.
Well, we are just getting started with season 2. I think what everyone can expect and what I'm excited for are an influx of guests in the coming weeks.
Cool. Who we having?
Um, we're gonna get on it. I'm just so excited. But I do have a couple of people that in mind. I'm not gonna tease it out
We did
here,
have a
but
few we didn't get to last season that we would like to. Maybe I can reach out to the ADHD expert who told me to give myself grace and see if she can come and talk to us about stuff more specifically.
maybe she'll just tell us to give us some grace. Great,
Maybe.
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 Um, okay, short and sweet. It's a good check-in this week.
That's it. That's all we got for you this week. But next week, I will make sure to scroll beyond celebrity baby news and hopefully we'll have, I don't know if NASA has something else up their sleeves, but hopefully some non-space
Well,
related.
NASA, they land. They land next week. They land on Monday, so we'll have some content. Hope those heat
They do. Oh,
shields
that's
really
right.
in
Yeah.
San
And the other,
Diego.
like, how do you figure out exactly where it's going to land? And like, I just don't. There's the engineering and the mathematics that goes into it is baffling, and I want to get my kids more excited about it. I need them to be space nerds with me.
So it's incredible.
Right now,
Everything
we have
about
a
it.
book about planets that we got from like a free bookstore or something that still includes Pluto, and that is right now my son's favorite planet. So he's going to be heartbroken.
And technically, it's a dwarf planet, right?
Yeah, he's going to be heartbroken when he
And
finds out it
are
didn't
we
make the final
calling it
cut.
Uranus or Uranus? I think it's
You know what?
Uranus, right?
It's like Qatar, I think, where sometimes I hear it Qatar, sometimes I hear Qatar, and I think both are socially acceptable.
Okay. Potato, potato.
I don't know. I can't say that planet name right now because I feel like my brain can't decide. It's like overthinking how it wants to say it naturally. So I need to catch myself naturally saying it because I don't remember how I say it.
I grew up saying Uranus, and now I
I feel like
purposely
everyone grew up
say
saying Uranus because that was just like we were kids and it was
yeah.
hilarious.
No, I feel like
What does
that's what I was
NASA say?
taught. I don't know. I'll Google it. More to
All right,
come.
let's call NASA. Let's find out. Quick
Okay.
question, quick cue for NASA. I
Important.
know you're a little preoccupied right now, but this is very important. How do we name this planet? Can you pronounce it, please? Go.
Please and thank you.
Okay, so if anyone needs a kidney, let us know. Hit us up. If
Mhm.
anyone has recommendations for potential guests, let us know. My cousin actually recommended her fertility doctor, so I'm going to reach out to her. Doctor, I forget her name, but I will reach out to that doctor because I think that's our jam, right up our alley.
Yeah, let's
We'd
do
love
it.
to talk about fertility and all the things
Totally.
and how to give your body grace when you can't
Yes.
make babies
Grace and
naturally.
shots. Give me some grace and shots. Yes,
The
please.
old IVF
Okay.
secret, grace and shots. Well, thanks, folks.
Bye.